Red flag. Red flag. Video just put out by the Driving Academy. They put a lot of videos out. Most of them are very, very good videos, very helpful to CDL students throughout the country. So this video was put out in September the 8th, 2025. It's the CDL School warning you about going to other CDL schools out there. And then the title of the video is, "Don't go to these CDL schools." Okay, major red flags they're going to be talking about. Alrighty, let's get into it. I'll read some of the topics and give some of my opinions. Okay, thinking about getting your CDL, read this first. Not all CDL schools are created equal, and choosing the wrong one could cost you years of your life, thousands of dollars, and even your career. Most of that is totally true. True, okay. And they basically talking about mega trucking companies who want to bring you in free CDL school, but it's really not free. If you should leave or be put out, then you might owe the CDL school money. And then the pay is also sometimes not that good. And they try to tie you in for 2-3 years in a contract. So that's, you gotta be really think, if you don't want to go over the road, that's not the way to go. Probably not the best choice. Now, she's talking about her video. She's it's not Jonathan, so it's a staff member of the school probably. I'm not too sure. In this video, the best CDL school in the country is going to break down the 7 major red flags you need to watch for before signing up with any trucking school. So it's a truck and driving school that's looking to recruit new students. The students already went to a CDL school, already signed up. Well, it's probably not for them. But they might see it because they go online, look at videos like my videos, and they see it and they probably just, man, I really went to the wrong school. I should have looked at this video, did my research. All right, fair enough. So let's get into it. If you are a person who's looking for a CDL school or you're already in a CDL school, you might put some opinions down below in the comments. Number 1, free CDL training. And the person says, there's no such thing. These programs are usually run by trucking companies that lock you into long contracts with low pay and high penalties. Most of that's true. Maybe not all. Maybe not totally true. No such thing as free CDL training. That's wrong. Every student out there who wants to, I think I'll go to free CDL training, get free CDL training. If you qualify, the government will give you a grant. Some of you may be at a CDL school right now, and right next to you, some of your other students might be brought in from, let's say, a community college, a state-run college that doesn't have their own training course. They might send their students to one of the private CDL school. So while you paying your $5,000-$6,000, the student right next to you is paying $0 because they got a government grant. And those usually only provided by state-run CDL community colleges or colleges. So you can get free CDL training. And I do, in a way, I don't promote any special college, but I do promote community state-run CDL schools because it's not all about the money. That's why I do promote going to a community college, because it's not about the money. And the class sizes are usually not too large. If it's a private, it could be, they need the students. That's why this particular CDL school promotes to bring the students in from not only in New Jersey, from Florida, anywhere. Fly into our school because this is the best CDL school in the country. So Not exactly true on red flag number 1. Some of it's true, more to it is not all true. Red flag number 2, very short programs with very little drive time. Driving a truck safely takes practice. Look for your schools with at least 160 hours of real training time. So I put a comment in below because I know this particular school has accelerated CDL training, short CDL training courses. They have courses you can spread out on your own time, 4 hours a day. In 4 hours a day, how much road time would you get? They don't answer the questions. When I put comments, so I comment on it. Well, give me an answer. A student answered and said he gets about 40 minutes behind the wheel. But he did say that the instructors were fantastic at this particular school. Great, that's good. Good instructors, great. But 40 minutes. And I'm not sure how many students, when he goes to there for that 4 hours, how many students are in that class. That will make me think. Could be a little red flag, I'm thinking. I ran an accelerated program at times when needed, and it was 2 weeks. One student and myself, the one instructor. It should have been 2 because the one student was crying his head off because it was a long day. One day probably equaled a week of training at a regular course. So it's a lot of time. Mr. Steve, can you get another student in with me because you're killing me? Well, he wanted to get his license real quick. So it doesn't always mean that it's bad if it's short, but it could be yes, true, or it might not be true. It depends how it's done. So I'm still waiting for them to answer any of my questions. I really, you put a video out, and that might be also a red flag. If you type in a comment and you don't get a reply, are they really that, why not? Why not give a reply? Or they'll probably say, give us a phone call, because they were trying to recruit you. They might not want to give you a reply. 160 hours, a lot of people might argue about that. But it takes time to properly train. And when you're saying one thing, and then your own school also has short training programs, and they have a lot of 4 hours, and they're really pushing this 4 hours. And I asked about the full time. They do supposed to have full-time classes, but I can't get an answer. I guess I can call them. But, if you put a video out, answer the questions. Red flag number 3, vague tuition and hidden fees. A legit school will be upfront about the cost. If they cannot give you a straight answer, walk away. True. That's true. Red flag number 4, outdated equipment. Training on trucks that wouldn't pass a DOT inspection, wouldn't prepare you for the real world. So that's true too. Going to a school with only 28-foot trailers, that's not good. I know one school has 28-foot trailers, but I also know they have a fantastic CDL instructor there. Maybe it balances things out. But if a student would ask me online, Trucker Steve, I might want to go to this CDL school. All they have is 28-foot trailers. They don't have any sleepers. It's all automatic. I say, don't go. You're going to the wrong school. Might be a good school, but don't go, because it's not going to prepare you for your CDL career if that's what you want. It's not going to prepare you. And these schools should be, FMCSA should be coming down on these schools. It does not prepare you. All right. No certification or accreditation. These schools, some are not accredited. Make sure your school is an FMCSA approved certification and meets your state requirements, or your time and money is going to be wasted. Okay, FMCSA approved. Guess what? Anybody can be approved by the FMCSA. They don't enforce any of their rules. When the entry-level driver training program came out, oh yeah, there'd be no more CDL school mills. False. That's false. Yes, there are CDL school mills. And anyone can get approved and meet your state requirements. No one's, okay, just sign the dotted lines, fill out the form, you're a CDL school. Okay, accreditation. I seen people from a school was accredited and they came down to look at the school and you need to fix this and this, I'll see you next year. Nothing done. Doesn't mean anything. There are schools, a good school is a good school. Your schools are not accredited that are fantastic schools. If it's accredited, great. Okay, good. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's good. But there are some good schools. There's single. So, okay, anyone becoming CDL school. So let's say there's one person or two guys coming by, 2 tractors, and they do one-on-one CDL training, and they give a lot of time, not push them out the door, and saying, we're going to give you 2 weeks, just you and another person in one truck, and you and another instructor in another truck, and we are going to drive you. You can be driving all over the place, highway driving, city driving, urban driving. That will really prepare you. We teach you how to back up, and you're going to be so good after the end of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because you don't have to compete with anyone else. And you will know how to back up. We'll take you to docks and everything. You'll back up into live docks or docks at these companies that we can take you to, and you're going to have a training like no CDL school student will ever get. So, yeah. Don't give me that. There can be good schools out there. High student to instructor ratio. If there are too many students per instructor, you wouldn't get the one-on-one help you need. So I have no idea if this driving academy, I don't know what your ratio is, because they usually don't answer it. I don't get but 4 hour, there's a lot of students are in the 4-hour program, so I really cannot get much information. Maybe below someone will see the video and put the answer in below about driving academy. But yes, that is true. I want to know about students to instructor ratio. You go to a school, just kind of walk up there, before you sign on the dotted line and look at it, and you see one instructor and 50, 25, 40 students and only 1 or 2 instructors, that's a problem. That's a red flag, and the person's right. Poor or no reviews. Check Google reviews, do your homework. If all you see is negative reviews and not just from students who didn't follow through, that's a big warning sign, that negative. Yeah, I look for reviews for CDL schools, and I have seen some good ones. And even this school has some mostly good ones, and there's some bad ones. If you felt you've been screwed, you're going to put a bad review in. But it shouldn't be totally all bad, so that is a red flag. And that was 7. Yeah, and that was it. And then it goes on to say, choosing the right CDL school is the first big decision in your trucking career. Don't rush it. Visit the schools, ask questions, and trust your guts. Your gut. True. Very true. Very true. So, that's what it is. What do you think? Put your comments below. And check out the video from Driving Academy. It's a good video. But even that, still need to ask questions no matter what school it is. They say they're good, and they are advertising for your money. See you in the next run. Be safe out there. Trucker Steve out.